Yes, you read that right. The Cayo Perico Heist just got a major nerf from the Rockstar Games itself. And now the main question is whether the old tricks which you used to do, whether it was for the north, west, south, or the basement storage, the solo tricks which you can do in the compound itself, or whether we are talking about the instant replay method, whether they are patched or not. So we'll be answering all of this in this video, so make sure to watch this video till the end and let's get started. Everyone knows that Cayo Perico is literally the best heist to do solo in the game itself. You can earn more payout from this Cayo Perico Heist itself just within half an hour than you can ever from the whole game itself. That's the best part of the Cayo Perico Heist. But guess what? It didn't take that the players were enjoying solo and they wanted to do something big for the players. So guess what they did? They just nerfed the whole thing up. Everything, literally everything was reduced to ashes yesterday. All the secondary target, even the gold, its also chances are reduced to spawning in the compound itself. And if you look into the setup fee itself, earlier it just used to be $25,000 and now it's scaled up to 3 times and it's now $100,000. Just imagine the inflation they are doing. And guess what? When we are inside the Cayo Perico compound and gathering the safe cash, we used to get around $50,000 to $100,000 guaranteed. That was a guaranteed sum that will be getting something above 50,000 point only. But what? They reduced the whole amount of value to around $20,000. So now we can see there's almost a 60% decrease in the minimum value which we have there. And now if we talk about just the primary targets which are involved in the Cayo Perico Heist, we can see that the Tequila, the necklace, and the bear bonds, all of these 3 primary targets got a decrease of up to 30%. And now the new values for Tequila is 630k, for the Ruby is 700k, and for the bear bonds is just 770k. So now since Tequila is literally the worst you can get in the Cayo Perico Heist itself, and both the major targets which we have of the pink diamond, the panther statue, they still remain untouched. So that's also a relief for the players who already have those and are doing the replay trick on that one. So you're totally relieved of the stress. Now let's answer the most important question, whether the old tricks which I made previous videos on, like the basement storage, the west and the north ones, whether they are patched or not, and including the instant replay method as well. So regarding these are completely safe till now. There's no changes to these things. They are still working perfectly fine. All the methods which I have shown till now, they are totally safe to use. And if you have the primary target as your panther statue or the pink diamond, you can still do the instant replay method almost infinite number of times, whether you are on any of the platforms, whether it's for consoles or the PC version. This trick still works for all of them, and yes, you can definitely do it. And now we'll see that the secondary targets such as the cash, artwork, weed and the cope also suffered a nerf a lot from this one. So the old values were decently good, but now the new values offers a 10% decrease on each and every one. And regarding the gold spawn in the compound itself, it also has a hit in the spawn amount which we used to get within the compound itself. So you can see that what the Rockstar tried to do here is to promote the players to enjoy all of the other adversary modes. So if you go to the Rockstar's official handle, you can see a post there which I have mentioned that they have boosted the payout on the assault on Cayo Perico. That's the new missions which they just launched a few months back. And talking about the nerf itself, and it's just not the very first stuff which the Cayo Perico has got. There were several major nerfs earlier too. Earlier when the Cayo Perico Heist initially came out, there was no cooldown involved, but now if you do it solo, you're getting a cooldown of around 1.5 hours, and if you do it with someone else or with a friend itself, you'll still be getting a 48 to 50 minutes cooldown just within the game itself. But there are always the workarounds for these things. These exist all the time. So if you want to skip the cooldown, there's also an option for you to create an alternate character and just deposit the money in your bank account directly instead of handling it in the cash itself. That's how you can replay the heist back to back. Nothing to worry about that one. And earlier if you remember, the juggernaut which is in the Cayo Perico compound can be easily hit over the head, and it was gone within just one single hit. But instead they overpowered the juggernaut then, making it almost harder to kill. But what players found as the easiest solution for that is to use a shotgun on him. And now comes this nerf. What's the fix for this one? You can see that there are ultimately very less chances of you earning some decent amounts from the Tequila or from the other primary targets which recently got nerfed. So what you can do is get a pink diamond or the panther statue. You can just keep doing the replay trick on both of these targets, and yes, you can earn some decent amount still, because once you are getting the gold spawn in the compound itself, and then you can just simply use different methods that are shown till now in my previous videos. You can refer to those to get all the gold in the compound completely solo. An alternative approach to this can be you can just go outside the compound and search for some coke spawns. That's how you can earn even more compared to the gold, because we know that the coke is the highest paying secondary loot which you can get in the Cayo Perico itself. And once you are done with that one, you can just simply exit the compound and perform the instant instant replay method on that one, and yes, these tricks still work completely fine, so nothing to get worried about these things. And now some might be worried that they don't have some decent spawns within the compound or in the island itself. So what's the fix for this is Rockstar lowered this if you are doing this completely solo. So if you bring a 1 or 2 friend with you while you are doing these missions and the setups, you can get a lot more better targets. There's a high probability for you to get some decent amounts if you bring a friend with you towards the gather intel mission on the very initial setup stage itself. So that's the tips and tricks guys from my side, and thanks for watching this video till the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye and have a nice day ahead.